Last time we came here, we had one boat. We're now building hulls 7 and 8. When we started out, we were a 500 metre factory, and we've pushed out to 1,000 metres now. And we've done a lot of development to the boats in the last few years, a lot of changes to small details on the boat, interior things. Just improved the way that a lot of little things work. We're on about our 5th generation dive door. We've done a lot of mods in the bottom of the cockpit to allow the boat to fit Seakeeper in, bigger engine packages, and some new furniture options. This boat that we're in is built to a commercial survey. It's got a Seakeeper 2 in it that we've just fitted. A lot of structure has gone into the hull to take the Seakeeper 2 740 litres of fuel, 320 litres of forward keel ballast, and 600 horsepower. There's a lot of structure in this boat to take all of those forces and do all that at high speed. Okay, this is our new moulded floor that's got fully gutted hatches, so we don't get any water that we don't want down in our kill tanks or in our Seakeeper section. Some of the things that we've changed in this boat, we've got moulded cabin door, moulded in footsteps. You can see the large long-range fuel tank in the front here. This one's got our new dash in it. It's got a fully moulded dive door and metallic finish, metallic topsides. Going into the Infusion booth here, so we've got climate control in this room. This is where we do all of our infusing. We like to get our moulds up to temp and our resin up to temp, get everything exactly the way we want it before we let the resin go. The boys are laying the first of the dry fibre into the hull here, so we've gel coated it, tie laid it with our special tooling resin, and now we're starting to pack the Infusion laminate in. So this first one that goes down is 1100 quadraxial. This is the laminate schedule for the bottom of the boat, so it's a pretty insane amount of fibre that we put into the boats. These are the main laminates that go down into the hull, so all these layers go into the bottom of the boat. Most of it is comprised of EDB, which is double bias and biaxial fabrics, and these are 890 gram and 940 gram weight cloths. So it adds up, something like 14 layers in the bottom of the boat. Spend about 2.5 days laying in dry fibre. There's over 14 layers going to every part of the boat, and then the transom, another internal layers on that, and then we put the bag on it and infuse the resin. The whole hull building process takes around about a week. Probably 3 or 4 days of just laying in the dry fibre before we even put the bag on. Then another day of setting up the resin lines and putting the bag on, getting it sucked down, and the final resin infusion only takes about an hour and a half. We build the boats with vinyl ester resin. It's got a 30% more elongation than polyester resin, which makes it much tougher and much stronger than your traditional build. Infusing a bigger boat allows us to put a lot more strength in to make it lighter, and it lets us really put more into the boat. Bigger fuel tanks, more horsepower, and really to have that strength to be able to drive these bigger boats hard and fast. You can't miss this boat. The clients just had it wrapped in bright orange. It's pretty extensive fit up. It's got 600 horsepower Yamahas, a big Garmin fit up, pretty much everything you could pack onto the boat that he needed to be a good offshore fishing boat. This boat was one of our first real production fit-ups that we did in-house here at the factory. It's all wired up by Chris at Ace Marine, who does all of our fit-ups here in our factory.
This system is running all Garmin equipment in conjunction with Yamaha Helmmaster. So 3 16-inch displays, a Yamaha Hellmaster display, autopilot Phantom radar. I've also got FLIR camera, M232 integration, GMR black box, sonar, and 2 1 kilowatt transducers. Got all C-zone core digital switching, which is incorporated within the Garmin as well. We've got also isolation systems at the back of the boat from BEP Marine, which we can show you. And the digital switching can all come up on the Garmin displays, be controlled from any display. The boat still can be shut down manually. The bilge systems on this particular boat are still, the automatic bilge systems are still live 24 hours, so that they are not interrupted by C-zone, but they can be made to talk back to C-zone for warnings, etc. Live bait systems, pumps throughout fresh water, deck wash, fridge, the list goes on with this boat. Fusion sound system, which is incorporated within the Garmin also. This particular fit up for me has been, I think off the top of my head, between 130 to 150 hours of work.
No, Bill loves it. Bill drives everywhere flat out. He loves to go fast. He wanted everything on the boat and wanted to go fast, so we had to make this a really solid, well-built package to be able to handle everything that's on the boat and the way Bill drives it. Every client we seem to have wants something different to customise on their boat, so we always try to accommodate that, and rather than creating a one-off piece, we like to really design and refine things properly and tool it, and then have that available as an option for everyone in the future on the boat. This is our jig deck. We use it to customise and sort of plan out and fabricate all of our new custom bits and pieces for the boat. So what we've got here is some new furniture designs that we're about to tool up. It just gives us a lot more seating in the boat, gives you the ability to sit there and lean back and look at what you're fishing at. And we've got 125 litre ice boxes on each side that we can put fridge or freezer units in, custom fabricated drawers under the helm seats. It just gives us a lot more room in the boat, sort of really works nicely for game fishing. These are the new moulded hatches in the floor. We've put gutters in around the hatches, so no water goes down in below the floor. The main hatch, they all run 25mm foam core in them, and the main hatch being bigger, we run carbon fibre skins on each side of the foam to keep it really stiff and lightweight. We've just bonded this hull together today with methacrylate glue. We import it from the States. We use over $1,000 of glue on a hull deck joint. It's extremely strong. This is a deck here. We use it as a jig to bond our hardtops together. It's a long process building our hardtops. They're a very complex part. It takes over 250 hours just to build a hardtop. There's a lot of time, a lot of laminate goes into them, a lot of glue. This is hull 5. It's just one of our standard builds. It's a solid boat with grey topsides. So this is an 8-week build, this boat here, which is one of our more sort of base model boats. Probably comes in around 240, 250,000 completely fit up. You can see in this boat, it's a little bit of an earlier stage of the build, so nothing's been float coated yet. You can see our Corcel topsides with our infusion holes in there that allow the resin to transfer through to the inside and outside laminates. All the black stuff down here is thermalite, which we use for the bulkheads and for the top of the ballast tank. So what I'm standing on here is the top of a 450 litre ballast tank. Customer Andrew Cashman, been driving deep V boats around Gippsland for many years. traded up his beloved Formula to buy this boat. Plans for the new factory, we're actually building 3 new sheds, so we're going to have a production shed, assembly and fit up all in separate areas. So we've got over 1,800 square metres. It's been a bit of a journey, so we've gone from 100 square metres to 1,000 square metres and now to just under 2,000 at our new premises. It's got 600 horsepower Yamahas with Hellmaster, Seakeeper 2, heavy duty tow hitch, children in the office.